Right now it's 6:03. Luckily I was able to go home earlier, so a win is a win. Means I'm starting earlier with my workout. Let me go over the exercises for today. I have some bench squats, basically assisting myself on the bench, incline bench press, a rear delt side raise, the normal side raises, barbell rows, and some hammer curls. I'm excited for this workout. I already did my warm-up, drank my pre-workout, so it should be kicking in any second. Last week was not perfect. What it taught me though, it's not about being perfect, it's about showing up. The same thing with, let's say you have a destination filled in Google Maps. If you miss the place you have to be, Google Maps adjusts your route so you still get to your destination. And I think we should keep that in mind whenever we feel like things are not going as planned. It's part of life, Even though I did this myself with the partying and stuff, it might be something else. You might get sick or something happens at work and you need to adjust. Just keep showing up though, no matter what. Anyway, I'm ready, so let's get into it. I've always had this love-hate relationship with squats. Today is one of those days that it's a hate relationship. So I feel like I just want to get it over with as soon as possible because it doesn't feel pleasant. At the same time, I know doing the unpleasant stuff now will benefit you in the future. So I'm keeping that in mind. But I'm just gonna do 3 sets because my back is always a weak spot. Doing 3 sets, I already done 2. So after that, we're gonna move on into incline bench presses. Lately I've been thinking about my relationship with nutrition. I thought about it before, but I noticed something that kind of helps. Whenever I feel the need to snack, I sit with the feeling. Usually I just act, let's say I want a cookie, I just go and eat the cookie. But now I sit with the feeling like, do you really want this? What makes you want this? How is it going to make you feel at the end, when you satisfy that craving? And when I do that, I notice that I kind of stay away from it. Key is to get yourself into that position to actually sit and reflect before you actually take action. Because the easy way out would be for me to just ignore the thoughts that coming up and saying, you know what, I'm just gonna eat a cookie. But if I really be conscious and sit with the feeling, I notice that the craving kind of goes away. And that can be a lifesaver because otherwise you will be snacking all the time and setting yourself back a couple of weeks, a couple of days, months even. So yeah, man, sit still and sit with the feeling. That kind of seems to be the solution. So I'm going to experiment with that the coming weeks and see what happens. Other than that, yesterday I had some snacks. And actually one snack, a healthy snack in a way, a protein bar. And I noticed that I didn't even like the flavor anymore. While I said before that it tastes just like a Bounty. Now I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat this anymore. So I hope that feeling stays. So I can just stop eating snacks altogether. Right now I'm just focusing on reserving 300 calories or something like that for my snacks, so I just kind of keep this sustainable. But yeah, I can find different alternatives. Instead of a protein bar I might find something else. But yeah, man, sit with that feeling and ask yourself, why do you want this? What are you really gaining from it? Usually I just eat it, satisfy my craving, and then I feel guilty afterwards. So I don't think that's healthy. So yeah, this might help. Anyway, going to set 2 of my barbell rows and keeping it at 30 kgs because my back is hurting, but at the same time, there's no need to force yourself too much. Not that I don't want to increase the weights, but right now 30 feels okay, so I'm just gonna do that. You know what, fuck it, let's try 33. So I had to admit, 33 feels good also. I did 10 reps, so I'm gonna keep it at 33 right now. So we have 30 for 10, 33 for 10, and I hope I get another 33 for 10. Man, workout completed. About 55 minutes, well, almost 56, but you know what, I paused here and there a little bit longer because, my back, and yeah, man, I feel amazing. I'm happy that I showed up again. Like I said before, it's not about being perfect. It's about keep showing up. So I'm just gonna have dinner, do some editing probably, and then go to bed. Last night for the first time in months, I actually slept more than 7 hours, and I feel amazing. It's crazy how one night of a lot of sleep can work in your favor. So there's something I have to focus on more often. Like I said at the beginning of the series, sleeping, getting enough sleep should be one of my priorities. And yesterday, I might be a couple of weeks late or later, but I did that, and it felt amazing. Not going on your phone during the night, something that I used to do a lot. So yeah, tonight I'm also going to make sure I sleep on time, so wake up refreshed in the morning, man. That also helps you with fat loss. So if you feel like you're not losing weight, look and see if you're getting enough sleep, because that can set you back if you don't sleep enough. Your body needs time to recover, to recollect itself, and yeah, man. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed the workout, because I did, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. So even though I snack from time to time, whenever I eat something that's healthy, I realize how amazing it feels to actually do that. So here I have my eggs, scrambled eggs with it looks a bit messy, but trust me, it's not. Goat cheese, hummus, tomatoes, avocado, and of course my coffee. So luckily today I'm able to work from home. So after eating this, I'm going to do something for work and then actually start editing. I'm utilizing each and every minute because time is our most valuable asset. So instead of sitting around at home doing nothing, I'm just gonna do what I can. Everything I do today, I don't have to do tomorrow or the days after. So since I'm working from home today, I decided that it's time to do my workout now. Since in about a couple of hours I have a work dinner that I have to go to. Today we're going to do goblet squats, reverse lunges. I'm going to try this. It's been a while, so if my back hurts, I'm going to stop right away. A floor press, a barbell row, and some kneeled Arnold presses with superset of hammer curls. I should be done in about 30 minutes, depending on how long I rest. I'm aiming to rest at maximum of 1 minute, depending on the exercise. Other than that, we're just gonna keep it going. So I just took my pre-workout. I have to say the Pro Hemp pre-workout I was talking about, I still believe it tastes good. Only it has like this bitter aftertaste, which I don't like. But it's really less chemical than the other shit I tried. So I really hope it kicks in today also like it did the first time. So yeah, man, let me do some stretching and then get into the workout. Alright, so I ended up finishing the workout strong, feeling amazing. I'm happy that I did it because I knew that otherwise during the weekend I might be thinking to myself, why didn't I try harder? So today I can say I did everything I said I would do. So right now I'm going to have late lunch and continue editing the videos I started editing this morning. So yeah, that's about it. Alright, so I'm going to do my second meal of the day. You can't see it due to the bowl though, but some oatmeal with peanut butter, cranberries, a little bit of honey. Listen, I've been snacking almost every day. Like I said, I'm using 300 calories for unhealthy meals, right? Unhealthy snacks. For the longest time, I've been feeling guilty about this. And to be honest, I still do in a way. But that's the reason I'm creating this video. Here in the Netherlands, right now, December, it's Sinterklaas. I think it's called blackface, something that I totally don't condone. But with that comes gingerbread cookies or whatever you want to call this. I ate some of this today and I have the urge to actually eat more, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this away because I know there's a lot of calories in that and I already had a portion today. Instead, I'm going to make some matcha protein shake. The funny thing is, a lot of people think that lifting weights is the most important part, and yes, it is, because it helps you to build muscle, help you stay flexible, etc. But the real battle happens in here, in your head. And I realized that my relationship with food has not always been the best. That's one of the reasons I eat snacks when I'm emotional, right? When I experience stress, fears, doubts, insecurities, my go-to is food. Unhealthy foods, right? Because why would I eat broccoli if I can have some pizza? But not today. I already had some snacks, or at least the gingerbread, and I'm pretty sure it's around 300 calories, so no more today. Long story long, I'm going to make some protein shake. Healthier alternative, right? I have some milk here, and of course the matcha, which is right here. My scale, so I know how many milliliters of milk I'm putting into this. I'm aiming for 200, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I actually did it. I even have 238. Perfect. And I'm going to add 2 scoops apparently. Stealing a little bit from my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure she doesn't mind. And even if she does, it's for a good cause, you know. 2 scoops. Look at how beautiful that looks. So I'm gonna mix it. Probably with a spoon because I can't shake it. So basically, you know, the real battle is having something you know you're not supposed to eat in front of you and staying away from it. And I've been doing so far. Except, of course, the time that I ate the calories I had reserved for that. You know, like I said in previous videos, lately I noticed that one way for me to win the battle is to actually sit with the feeling. Whenever I feel the urge to actually eat something unhealthy, instead of impulsively going and eat it, I sit with the feeling. I ask myself, why am I eating it? Is it going to benefit me or not? What am I feeling that's causing me to run to that thing? And when I sit with it, I notice that the urge to actually snack goes away, which is a beautiful thing because that means it saves me a lot of calories and I don't sit with the guilt, because the cycle is basically having the urge, or let me put it this way, having an emotional response, wanting to eat the snacks, feel guilty after, and it gives me the feeling of always have to start over, even though I know it's not the case. Because just a little bit of a snack doesn't set you back unless you go all in and go crazy, right? I guess I'm just used to running to snacks whenever I feel a certain emotion that is not pleasant. Because I notice that when I'm happy, I don't do that. I don't snack. It's only in the moments of stress, sadness, and stuff like that. And the problem isn't, I know that the problem isn't the snack. It's the relationship with the snack. Oftentimes, people believe that in order to lose body fat, they need to only eat broccoli, rice, and chicken, right? But that's not the case. You can still lose body fat and enjoying snacks, but it's about portion control, right? And sometimes I'm not able to portion control. And that's when I get into situations where I eat more than I'm supposed to. It's the mindless eating, telling yourself you have a long day of stress, you deserve this. Or I ate more cookies than I wanted, so I might as well keep going because I messed it up already. Those things are all lies. And I noticed that sometimes I just eat something unhealthy just because it's there. And that's one of the reasons I try not to get those things in my house. I'm at my girlfriend's place right now, so I just found it on the counter. But other than that, I don't go to the stores and just randomly buy unhealthy shit. By sitting with that feeling and being conscious of what you're doing or not doing, this helps you to make the right decisions. At least that's working for me. So I hope if you're struggling, I hope this video helps you to deal with that too, with your cravings. So when I get the urge, I just sit with it. I don't judge myself. I just sit with the feeling. What am I experiencing? What's causing it? What is it benefiting me or not benefiting me? And just sit with it. And the feeling slowly but surely goes away. It's a challenge sometimes to sit with the uncomfortable feelings, but the only way to get through it is to go through it, right? To sit with it, face it, and don't run away from it, because it will chase you. And I realized that most cravings that I'm having don't even last 15 minutes. As long as I sit with it, it disappears. And I keep repeating the same thing, but I want you to realize, sit with whatever you're going through. If you're an emotional eater, stop telling yourself you're an emotional eater, because then you start identifying with that. And sometimes you might fall off and still choose a snack, and that's totally fine. It's, sometimes you just learn from your mistakes, and that's totally okay. But it's more about becoming more and more aware of your decisions on a daily basis. Because the same way you got out of shape over the course of maybe 5 years, you can get in shape over the course of 5 years if you make the right decisions. Be aware of what you do and what you don't do. That's the only way to win this battle. And start researching your relationship with food. Where is it coming from? What did you learn from your upbringing? What did your parents told you when you were little when it comes to food? And start recognizing patterns. And if you can't work on it by yourself, find somebody like a professional to guide you through this whole process. The thing is that food shouldn't have so much power over us, and unfortunately it does for some people. Fat loss is mental. It's about making the right decisions on a consistent basis. And if you don't fix your relationship with food, you always feel like you're fighting yourself, fighting this impossible battle. The easiest thing about losing body fat is actually the gym. I want to close this video off. Let me taste this though. When you fall off, because it will happen every once in a while, don't punish yourself for it. You're human, you make mistakes. We all have our moments of weakness, and that's totally fine. Because the thing is, if you punish yourself, you're going to feel guilty again, and then the cycle continues. So long story short, be aware of what you eat. Be aware of your decisions. And that's the only way for you to actually reach your goals. So yeah, I hope this video helps anyone who's watching this. So if you made it this far, thank you. Thank you for your time. And I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.